Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
What is going on, everyone? It's Jaron from Jeranism back with yet another live video for today. We've got an interview with somebody I just found that you guys need to hear about, know about, follow, support, and she is the Pholosopher. And if you've been listening to me for the last couple of weeks, I've been getting it wrong every single time, calling her the Pholosopher. That's not correct.
It's all good.
What's up? So it's pho. Did I get it right? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, it's fun. And don't worry, it's funny because, I'm born in America, I speak English, and I actually said, you read it like you would, you pronounced it correctly in English. So you said philosopher. And I did that for a while. And it was funny because I'm like, wait a minute, it's actually pho. It's the same thing.
So you're telling me when I go to the restaurant, they're not pho noodles, they're pho noodles? Oh,
yeah.
Geez, I'm just
in fact, it's
clueless.
even more like Vietnamese sounding, and I probably don't even do the tone right. I think it's like pho with the silent R at the end, but I can't really do it.
Pho?
So
like that?
Even I am probably still butchering it by saying pho. So don't worry.
Well, welcome. We should be at Rockfin. We should be at YouTube. It looks like it went through. So welcome, everybody. We're going to have some fun. We're going to show you a video here in a second that really caught me. I mean, that's what started this was somebody tweeted to me, "Oh, have you seen this video?" And I saw, I was like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen it. I can't wait to show everybody," thinking it was brand new. And then I saw the views, and what do you got now? 96,000 views.
Almost 100.
Wow,
yeah,
very
really
nice.
Exciting.
Maybe we can get her to 100, guys. The link is in the description if you're at YouTube. We're just going to stay here shortly. We are going to play that song on YouTube because, well, it's on YouTube. So it would make a lot of sense if they don't like it being played. But have you noticed you have a little bit more leeway when you do songs, when you do artistic things, rather than if you sat there and said those things, that's not going to work. They're not going to allow that.
Definitely.
So you've noticed that as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
For sure. And if you follow my YouTube channel, you'll see that this past year we've been making lots and lots of music, and it definitely relates to the rise in censorship in America.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's prevalent, and you guys are going to like her a lot. She has a lot of the same beliefs that I think a lot of us do, considers herself an anarcho-capitalist. But I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself while I get this set up to play your video. Just tell everybody, when you got started, I guess, kind of some of your personal viewpoints, if you can summarize them, and just who you are and where they can find you.
Sure. Okay. Well, so I'm the Pholosopher. That's the name I go by publicly, and I started this page, video production, you could say, just kind of persona, rap persona, whatever. Just me speaking out. I started doing that back in end of 2015. And some of you, I don't know if you listening right now, but some of my fans have been around since then, which is really cool because I've changed a lot. But I started making videos and wanting to speak out and create content because I really wanted to, at the time, it wasn't much like political stuff. I mean, I was an anarchist back then, a voluntarist, whatever you want to say, libertarian. But my focus was on philosophy. And that's why my name, the name that I chose, is the two things that I really love. Pho, because it always reminds me of my mom. She made that food for me all the time, and always love her and remember her for it whenever I eat it. And also philosophy, because philosophy, for me, it's what saved me, in my opinion, from a life of unhappiness and depression.
Okay. And
repeating the same old, mistakes and violence that I had inherited from my family itself. So that's why I started, was I wanted to spread this love of philosophy, this idea that you should value truth above falsehood no matter what. You shouldn't be tied to particular conclusions. You should rather be more focused on, okay, how do I get closer to the truth, and how do I remain open-minded and always thinking critically and questioning, even my own worldviews.
Right.
Going through the arguments again and be like, okay, yeah, I still think this, whatever. And I really wanted to share with the world that love and hope that they adopt it so that we can achieve a freer and more peaceful future. Because that's more the end goal that I want. Is I believe that, if we all adopted, philosophy, and also I particularly particularly advocate for voluntary human interactions. I think that if we both, like everyone adopted that, we would live in such a beautiful
That's the thing, right? It's
world.
easy. It's easy.
Not that it would be a utopia by any means. I just mean
No.
that at least you could have so much more prosperity than now. You wouldn't have all these wars. You'd have like this common respect, and we'd at least be working on problems together and using persuasion instead of coercion.
Right.
So that's what I advocate for, and that's really the thing that I'm all about. And you'll see my content, whatever the forum, memes, music, videos, whatever. It's all for that goal of spreading a love of philosophy and love of liberty. So.
Awesome. Which should be everybody. I mean, it's 5 years ago. I thought everybody was into that, and now I realize, well, some people are just not. They just they want to call. I don't know if you've seen it today. I saw that. Do you know who Leanna Wen is? The girl that, oh man, she's just the one promoting, I should get her up here just so you can see her, the one promoting that we all have vaccine passports and we can't fly and we're not allowed out of our houses, and she's on CNN every day and doing all this stuff. But yeah, these guys are out of their minds, and it's crazy because on her tweet she said, anti-vax equals anti-freedom. And this is where they've just turned everything upside down and inside out now. Now, anti-vax. She also says in an interview recently that if you send your children to school without the vaccine, what you're subjecting them to is, oh, I forgot we're on YouTube. Probably not the best place to talk about this. But anyway, this is what she said. This is the truth. She said, if you send your children to school without the vaccine, you're subjecting them to a experiment that they did not sign up for. So now, when you don't have the vaccine, you're signing up for an experiment that you didn't sign up. But if you have the vaccine, that's not. I can't believe you don't know who this girl is. She's just out of her mind. So
changing definitions there.
Yeah, that's all they do, right? I mean, they just, and it's the same thing with people who say, well, we'll talk about a lot of that. Let's save that for Rockfin. By the way, we're going to be here just real short, sure. and then we're going to go to Rockfin. So if you're watching on YouTube, it's free. Rockfin.com/jeranism. For all of September, I'm putting everything up there for free, so you don't have to pay anything. We can speak over there. We can talk about what we think about Leanna Wen, and we can talk about some things that you just can't talk about here. Like, I'll show what she says, but we're not going to go much further than that. About masks, about vaccines, about very important.
Like we could talk about it. We would just be risking.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Having your channel deleted or something.
Right, which I'm sure they're waiting to do. They're loving to do. So we'll listen to this part here. Let me bring this up for you. Hopefully this comes up. Yeah, there we go. So you can see that. And we'll just listen to her here. You don't recognize this girl?
Well, I hope that President Biden will do three really important things. First is to mandate vaccinations on planes and trains, places that he has jurisdiction over. There are a lot of people who are still on the fence about getting vaccinated, and if they know that they have to be vaccinated in order to travel, to see friends and family, to do business travel, etc., that can really put them over the edge. The second thing is we really need to get behind a proof of vaccination system. We know that the honor code doesn't work. You don't board a plane, let's say you don't go to the airport and say, I am who I say I am. I don't have to show you any identification. I don't have to put my things through the metal detector. We don't allow that, and we shouldn't allow people to carry around pieces of paper that can be easily faked as well. We need a national proof of a vaccination system. And the third is I really hope that President Biden will explore all other avenues, including tying federal funding to try to help push states that are not even allowing for schools to do mask mandates, for example. We really need to do something about that.
No, we love her.
It's
Wait till we get to Rockfin.
That there are states that are putting kids' lives in danger and forcing them into a herd immunity experiment that they didn't sign up for.
Oh, we're forcing the children into. So, anyways.
The flip. She definitely sees the memes or something.
Well, I hope that President Biden will do three.
The opposite. Say it's the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, if you want to
immunity experiment,
that's like all of humanity.
It's like literally a functioning process.
Right. No, that's an experiment.
The vaccine is not experiment. It's literally doublespeak. War.
It is doublespeak.
Peace, guys. War is peace. Taxation is voluntary.
There you go. So if you want to hear us get into that in detail, come over to Rockfin. We're going to be there in a second. We'll be able to lay it out there and tell you exactly how we feel about this. YouTube, however, they require that we speak the mainstream, or that we play music. So we're going to actually play music right now since they'll allow that. And it'll give you a little better idea of what the philosopher's true opinion is. And by the way, my new favorite saying, I want to get a shirt that says, fuck these status ass hoes. That's my new favorite saying. When you said that, I'm like, yes, I love it. So we're going to bring this up. Let's watch this
You
one.
show up to the party. Please status ass hoes.
Right, why not? I mean, I'm all for it.
Depends on the party. You'd either get a crowd around you like, yeah, or a crowd around you like,
That's true. I would not go to the party that would not appreciate that. So believe me,
Right?
my party would be fly. Let's check out this video. This is on her channel. The channel is The Philosopher. Link is in the description. And the song is Mask Order. It is from the end of last year, November 16, 2020. 96,000 views. I think you guys can get it to 100. Pretty easy. But let's check this out. Enjoy some truth bombs. Here you go.
Yo, are you tired of being told what to do, where to go, and how to think by a bunch of sick psychopaths? I know I am. Fuck the mask order and the new world order. Fuck the mask order and the new world order. Fuck the mask order and the new world order. Hang the pedal politicians and their Satan forces. First a lot about the Rona, said not to worry. Then they shut our world down and bribed us with their own money. When they opened up again, the lies didn't end. As the death count started to fall, the story changed again. Instead of counting deaths, they switched to counting cases. Got the Karens out here spitting in your faces. They want you to shut the fuck up, blindly follow orders. And if you don't, they'll lock you up, even resort to murder. So fuck the mask order and the new world order. Fuck mandatory vaccines and the shutdown orders. Fuck the governors and their mandates. String them up, light them up, heads out on stakes. Fuck the fake news, CNN abuse. Kill your television, they don't tell the truth. Fuck these status hoes, my roads don't need none. Freedom first, I'ma get it, come on get some. Undocumented green, California lit trees. 5-7 stacking up, 50 round P90. Why you lying on my name? Air July, Twitter game, cocaine, applesauce, come and take it, Faker Maine. Screw Marxist infiltrators, Reds always want mine. Comey's gonna get a dish out the barrel Glock 9. Socialist, no time, black and gold worldwide. Ron Paul televised, Bitcoin wallet size. Fuck the mask order and the new world order. The social distancing and the lockdown orders. Fuck the censorship and the planned panic. Liberty non-negotiable, freedom addicts. Now what you gonna do when they got the 5 loose? Copping drugs and guns, don't you know that means you? So reject it all and disobey. Expand your mind, know yourself, philosophy all the way. Fuck the mask order and the new world order. Fuck the mask order and the new world order. Fuck the mask order and the new world order. Hang the pedal politicians and their Satan forces. Yeah, I said it. Fuck their mask orders. Your body is sovereign. Life, liberty, property rights, bitch. Fuck these status ass hoes.
It's the line of the year. Line of the year. That is awesome. Excellent job. So whose idea was that? Yours? You sat down and actually wrote the lyrics to that?
Yeah, I had some of those thoughts. It was actually more collaboration with Jack and I. Yeah, wrote some of those lyrics. And
I see you mention him all the time.
We're just really tired of it, basically.
Is Jack have a channel?
Yeah.
What's his
you
channel?
Can find him, Jack V. Lloyd.
One word, or like Jack's V middle initial and then Lloyd?
I
don't know. Okay, I'll find it.
Sure.
I could find it. I just see him in some of your videos, but I didn't know if he had his own
Yeah.
channel. Anybody
He
thinking the
has
same
a
thing? Go ahead.
He has like a voluntarist comic series. I just put a link in the chat there. That's how we met. Was I found him on his Facebook and I slid in his DMs because I found that he made this comic, which was a comic about voluntary superheroes.
I see. Okay.
First attraction point there.
Wait, he's your husband?
Yeah.
So I'm so confused. I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, really?
No, so I see him in your videos, but I thought that you guys were just two different YouTubers, and then you mentioned you had a husband, and I just thought he was like separate, like you made him go to work or stay home and raise the kids or something.
Yeah.
So one thing that we can talk about, I guess, here, and then we'll move over to Rockfin, is crypto. I mean, I heard you mention Bitcoin in there, so definitely something that can help us at least, right?
In some ways, yes. There's still a lot of, issues that are actively being worked on. Like there's a huge crypto community. I mean, anyone who's been in it knows there's tons of people, even mainstream normies, you could say, are starting to get into crypto more so just because they want to make some money. They're like,
right. That's the kind of one of the problems. Yeah.
Right. All the memes about it. So they don't care if it's a shit coin, they're not in it for the philosophy.
Right.
But there is a lot of people, a lot of developers, different kinds of people who are really into the philosophy and the goal that the creator of Bitcoin had, a peer-to-peer currency where you don't have to have permission from some other person to have a transaction with somebody else.
Right.
And to have a technology that actually is trustless is something that all you need to do is trust the math and you can actually test it, right? You can run tests and see if it actually is a good system. You could try to take down Bitcoin, which hasn't happened yet. You can try to hack into other people's wallets, which hasn't happened yet, so those can be proved in any case, but there's no person, there's no person that you have to get permission from who can bar you from having a bank account because of whatever your political beliefs or what. As we were talking earlier before the show started, just all the censorship that can happen, PayPal dropping you just because they don't like your ideas, and really interfering with your own fans, just not giving them a way to give you money. They just want to give you money. It's not even PayPal. It's
a donation. It's not even, they're not even taking a chance. It's not like I'm selling something that there's a chance that I don't ship it and these people are out the money. No, it's somebody, when they make a donation, they don't even expect anything in return. So to stop somebody from doing that, you're basically saying, we don't want people donating to you because of the potential you have to spread messages we don't want spread, or, it's obvious.
Really for your ideas. And hey, I believe in property rights. They should feel right to do that. But at the same time, we should feel free and have the rights to create our own platform, to create a system where we don't have to ask permission. So that's why I really love what Bitcoin did in terms of how it spread around the world to give people this idea of whoa, you can have sound money. What is sound money? Oh, what's the Federal Reserve? What's a central banking system? And it really helped to wake up a lot of people who otherwise were just living their lives. You may try to be like Ron Paul revolution, but they're like, I want to live my life. I want to raise a family. But you talk about their money and their savings. Now
they're interested.
That prevents them from having a family or whatever.
Right.
So now, exactly, they're interested. So I see a lot of potential with it, but I also see a lot of attention on Bitcoin as well from central bankers themselves, people, authoritarians, people who want to surveil Bitcoin and create technology that can try to attach, wallets to whatever IP addresses. So there's a lot of, just like in the ideological space, right? In the technical space.
It's the ideas behind it. And one thing I've noticed, because there
is a battle between authoritarians and libertarians.
Absolutely. Which is great, because I've seen there's such a hopeful, when I look at truthers, sometimes I see a little doom and gloom. It's going to end. They're doing a reset. They're trying to kill us all. They want to go down to 500 million. Okay, that's one side. But then the libertarian side, the crypto side, I see a lot of hope. And that's what excites me as a guest. We need to have hope. We need to not just give up. There's a lot of people that'll be in the chat or be in the comments of this video that'll say, you're still pushing Bitcoin. It's a CIA scam. And it's like, no, you're not listening. We're not pushing Bitcoin. When we're talking about the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin being the first, and really go back and do some research about what happened with the cypherpunks. These are people that sat around trying to come up with ways to create privacy through code. They did finally solve the double spend issue, which is why there was no digital currency before that. When they solved double spend, then Satoshi came out with the white paper. Now, from there, Bitcoin has been changed. So nobody's claiming it's the original thought of Satoshi. It's not. And I know Satoshi's not. Nobody's claiming he existed. This was a group of people probably from the cypherpunks. So what people need to recognize is it's the thought behind it. And now we're seeing these privacy coins, Pirate Chain, Monero. These are more in line with the thoughts and ideas of libertarians. and people who believe that if I want to send $1,000 to my sister, that's between me and my sister. And there's nobody else in the world that needs to know about it. I shouldn't have to contact a bank. I shouldn't have to give my social security number and all my identification to some Western Union or something. You shouldn't have to do that. And for the longest time, it was impossible not to. And now it's possible right now. Right now, today, I can send money to anybody in the world that's not known by anybody else, and it's done through a code. There's no third party. There's no, some of the fees are high on Bitcoin, but not very high. I mean, it's still way cheaper than you'd ever get sending anything else. And with like Monero, it's a penny to send $10, $10,000 or $10 million. And that's what we need to start moving towards. But we should recognize governments are going to, just like they've stolen anything that people have ever created, or in fact, it'd be impossible for government to create anything anyway. They have to hire people who then come in and develop things or invent things, and then the government just takes those things and turns them back on the people, right? So, you create a helicopter. No government ever just said, "No, well, you don't want any of those. We don't want those jet planes." When people created them, they said, "Oh, we'll make a bunch of those," and then they weaponize them against us. So, pretty crazy that people can't see, exactly what's going on here. That of course the government's going to try and co-opt cryptocurrency, and they're going to try and use FUD and fear, uncertainty, and doubt to scare you away from it. And the philosopher's right. There's definitely some scams involved, pump and dumps. There are rug pulls. There are anything that has an opportunity for somebody to scam you will scam you. So it's not, can't use crypto now because scammers are involved. No, well, anything that ever is, especially monetary, it's actually a sign of a good system, right? So if criminals aren't using your money sucks. If criminals are using your money, it's because your money's good. So it's actually a good sign that they say criminals use crypto. Yeah, because it's good. That's why they use it. So I think same thing, that you have to be careful with it, but it's definitely better than the dollar. It's definitely better than the Federal Reserve, central banks, and all the slavery they've been placed under us. So we're going to go over to Rockfin where we can get a little bit more open about. I want to talk to you about you have schools being indoctrination. Fantastic. That I want to talk to you about racism and your thoughts on that. What else do we have? Second Amendment. Talk about that. So we got all that coming up at Rockfin. Head over there, guys. Rockfin.com/jeranism. On the way out, we'll play the song. Oh, by the way, you guys are doing a music video, right, for Disobey?
Yes, we are campaigning for that right now.
Awesome. Yeah. Tell people how they can help out with that. We're going to listen to the song right now, which is great. Another great song. But you're going to be doing a music video, and you guys are trying to raise, I forgot what your video said, 3,000, 4,000? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's just the bare minimum. We're actually almost at goal. So we're trying to raise more so that we can actually hopefully hire like a professional video crew versus us shooting it ourselves,
Right.
So, the bare minimum, we'll be able to shoot it ourselves, and we'll make we did that with Mask Order. But it would be nice to be able to take it to the next high production level, just like Hoplophobe when we did Red Flag Reality.
Hoplophobe was great. That link is also in the description. So how can, if people want to donate to help make that video, where do they go?
Let me put a link. So if you go to my website, which you already put down, thepholosopher.com.
Yeah, let me go there and you can show us where.
A link. Yeah, you'll see a link to my link tree. And then if you click on my link tree, you'll see the Disobey music video campaign.
Okay, so show me where Linktree is. Oh, you're not linking this. Sorry. Let's put this up so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to turn off the thumbnail. There we go.
Yeah, right. I put it in the chat too if that helps anyone.
And then so from here, we're here, right there. So there you go. Just scroll down right there, Linktree. And then in here is going to be this one here?
The Disobey.
Okay.
Yes.
And then it will take us to Indigo. Oh, yeah, you guys are sweet. You guys are almost there. All right.
We're almost there.
I'm going to put that down. I will donate a little bit after because I want to see that music video. I like the song. Okay.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, definitely. I became a patron of hers just because anybody doing this kind of work, I know it's not easy and you want to help those people out. So she also has a Patreon, which is just patreon.com/thepholosopher. I don't know if it's got
that actually, but it is on my link tree.
Okay, good. Let's see. There we go. There you go. Link tree, and then we go to. Where am I
it should be at the top.
Here we go. There we go. The little stick in the circle. So it is. patreon.com/the-philosopher. So help her out there if you want to join there. That'd be awesome. So we're going to listen to this song, and then we're going to we'll kind of use it as the outro. So when we come back, we'll be on Rockfin only, and Patreon. YouTube. You're going to listen to the song, and then it's going to end. So if you want to continue on with the conversation, head over to Rockfin. Free speech back again, and free for the month of September for all my stuff. Let's get going. Here we go. This is Disobey, the official audio, and it's the Philosopher and Jack Lloyd. Here goes. Enjoy.
Skirt, skirt, skirt. Lil' fuck. Look, we about to crash the whole damn narrative. Fuck the lockdown, shutdowns, mass order. Disobey the state and slave no longer. I'ma live my life as I wish, mass free. I will not be silenced in the face of tyranny. Fuck the lockdown, shutdowns, mass order. Disobey the state and slave no longer. I'ma live my life as I wish, mass free. I will not be silenced in the face of tyranny. 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years later, they be killing grandmas, cytokine ventilators, Cuomo nursing homes, New York Holocaust. Trying to celebrate his book, pack his ass in a box. 100 million kids starving every day now. Karen's on Facebook, it's just shots, wow. Caring about the deaths only if it's elderly. Million kids starving just ain't a tragedy. Little Tony's lying on the TV. No mask, 2 masks, makes it up, you see. Carrie Mullis had it right the whole damn time. Fauci just a bureaucratic leech puppet mime. CDC reporting 1,000 new deaths. Now is that causation or just a positive test? The reason why they lie with half-truth omission is their mission is control, not honest disposition. They don't want you investigating PCR cycle, how a 35 plus make the data trifle. They don't want you messing with their masking narratives. Bandana scarf, piece of cloth, long as your muzzle sits. Got you gaslit, wearing masks for 3 seconds just to sit. Eating good next to others, slurp banana split. Look around, think about it, let me ask you how a virus not spreading just because there's food around. Make you crazy thinking you'll be sick if you're out. Hiding facts that sinking deep, get sickness down. Killing children under lies that they super spreaders too. They wanna get the used to living in a zoo. Don't get me started on the unexpected deaths. The spike in suicides, heart attacks and cancer spreads. What you think was gonna happen when they shut down? A whole nation living in fear, all alone. 2020, 26 pounds later. Obesity and epidemic, but hey, you got a sticker and a donut for showing that you go nuts for a shot while ignoring your gut and the blood clots. I mean, how you gonna act like you're helping out anyone? Sitting at home, tweeting out selfies with a stay home, save lives frame. You ain't doing jack shit. You just a bitch, bro.
Prison, bitch.
Fuck the lockdown, shutdowns, mass order. Disobey the state and slave no longer. I'ma live my life as I wish, mass free. I will not be silenced in the face of tyranny. Fuck the lockdown, shutdowns, mass order. Disobey the state and slave no longer. I'ma live my life as I wish, mass free. I will not be silenced in the face of tyranny. You can run, you can hide, but you can't escape. Data points showing CNN is fake. Fake news. If it wasn't for the ratings, they'd be telling different, scaring you with climate change, mass shootings, race division. The divide between case and infection rate demonstrates that the danger source always was a state of virus made to enslave. Police states, vaccine passports, then depopulate. Fuck the lockdown, shutdowns, mass order. Disobey the state and slave no longer. I'ma live my life as I wish, mass free. I will not be silenced in the face of tyranny. That's right, you gotta take your life back. They won't give it back to you. They want you enslaved and impoverished. Work together, strive together, resist the new world order.
Resist, resist, resist. Universal non-compliance. It's probably the only way out of this.
Previously on Gutfeld.
Oh, sorry. It's like, what's going on there? Ending the stream at YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. It's been fun.
Bye.